Welcome to College of Health. Thanks for being here today. It is May 23rd, 2025, and I am reading from my notes that I put together back in 2023, early 2023, of information I got in the Akashic Records. And I thought I was done sharing this information on YouTube when I was sharing current information that I was receiving up until January of this year, 2025. But I got this push to go back and to share stuff that I hadn't shared before and was told not to share back then. But now, curiously, they're saying go ahead, share it. So not sure if it's timely. I think it is timely. I think it was in some ways timely then and timely now. Some of what I'm reading, writing that's personal that I haven't put in here is very interesting. Like a friend who I'm going to go out to lunch with on Monday of this weekend, Memorial Day weekend. They came up in the records, and then another friend who's been sick, she came up in the records and she was sick. So it's just very curious, the blur in time, so to speak. So to start, this was back in January 23rd of 2023. So 23 January. Pulled up high. I was in the clouds, went through the mist when I was journeying through the Akashic Records, and I was told to rest in God, rest in love, that there was no existence and existence, that they both coincided, that a sense of illusion was very much the reality, but there also was a very realness to this system on the earth plane that we live in. And Jesus came through. He said, we're free. Go about the existence on the earth plane with love. And Mother Mary said, she warned me. She was trying to get my attention. It isn't time to leave yet. Maybe leave this work. I don't know. Maybe that's what she was trying to say. Stay, be one with all of existence, and that you are with my son, and there are many others doing this work. You're learning to be human. You're safe. You're held. Get out and work on your solar plexus energy. Enjoy life. You'll find people in the strangest places. And I asked what would show up next, and I saw these tanks, these, I guess, war tanks fighting. Enjoy it all. Don't be afraid. And then I was kind of thought, I don't know if I was shown this, but I definitely got a sense that I should think of like the Bhagavad Gita. So if you're not familiar with the Bhagavad Gita, it's a book. It's an epic story that takes place thousands of years ago, in which there was a divine character, Krishna, and a semi-divine person, Arjuna. And Arjuna was challenged to go to war against his family. And he was a warrior, and he was to fight people that indeed were people he loved. And basically, he was told 100% you got to go to battle, and 100% you got to do it with love. So it's kind of this contradiction as you have your dharma, you've got to go, you've got to be in your dharma, but recognize the illusion of the war, that there really isn't a war, and that you're just to be in love, but at the same time to do the work that you're meant to do. And I think that that kind of resonates with me, because I'm like, why am I supposed to read this like right now? Like, why am I supposed to read this to you? Like, I'd rather just be out running or doing something normal, like not being like this crazy woman on YouTube reading stuff that I got in the surreal Akashic Records. And I'm very much being pushed, like, even though nobody would listen, maybe nobody will even come to your channel and listen to this. And even though it doesn't make sense to you, you got to do it. So I guess that was kind of like Arjuna, do your dharma. Just step aside. Don't overthink it. Just do your dharma. Engage, but don't engage. Be complete in your humanness and your spiritualness. The winds of change are sweeping me through darkness into light. very interesting because yesterday and today have been super windy days here in Asheville. High Court, write, teach, be one with God, nothing else matters. I was given a pen and a scroll and told to write. The next day on the 24th of 2023, this is January, don't be afraid to step into your light. Embodiment. Next, be in your body. Put a log of forgiveness on the fire. You need to let go of the past so you can step into your future. Again, these words are for you and for me, whoever's listening. See this council of people. I have a guide behind me who gives me a rose. My purpose is to be with humanity as it rises. There are many of us in this circle, and we're told that we're going through the ascension process. Ascension is an inside job. You cannot reach out and expect things to happen. It's internal. There will be a cyclone. I was able to get above it. Catastrophic changes on Earth. I felt protected. People will be left shell-shocked. It'll happen without warning. I have these dates that came through. We're in March of early March, the 4th through the 7th. I asked, am I making this up? And I'm told no. Get outside and continue to do the inside work. So get outside and do the inside work. Another contradiction. Don't worry about the externals. Nothing else matters except what you're holding on the inside. You're an alchemist of change. I got a sense that my home was like a bomb shelter of sorts, safe haven. Hope is in the heart, truly just in the heart. And then I wrote in the book back then in 2023, it was actually 1/26/23, but I wrote 11/26, and I got systems will fail and I need to continue my studies. I asked of what, and they said spirituality, life, ascension, this comes through. So what's very interesting is 11/23, I actually was in school for Ayurveda. And they said, continue your studies. So it's just interesting. I felt that I was one of the last third dimensional, I was on one of the last steps in the 3D, going through this ascension process. And they said, find a way to teach what you know, stay in the now, and you cannot go wrong. There will be light-filled moments, hold on to them. I received a DNA upgrade, told not to get ahead of myself. I see a lotus flower, which was put on my forehead. It was like a blessing. I dreamt of school, and it was a stress dream, which is so funny because, again, this was back in January of 2023, but I wrote the date 11/23, and school was stressful. It was, it was just a stressful experience. It's kind of balls to the walls kind of learning through the Ayurvedic school that I went to. The cataclysmic changes are upon you. New world order needs to be able to, you need to be able to step out of the new world order and step up. Divine help is there. Allow in light. It will work out. Find joy and laughter. I see a guide with a staff. Step into your power. It's time. Then the next day, January 27th, 2023, beckoned to come out in nature, to accept the challenge put forth as they are the greatest teachers out in nature. Do not hide your merit. I see people walking away and towards each other with different ideological differences. So kind of like people were either walking away from each other or walking towards each other with different ideological differences. Allow your days to be free and untethered. I see my yard blooming, which of course right now it is absolutely blooming. This is January, so I'm seeing my yard blooming, and my yard is amazingly blooming right now. I see Mother Mary and the sisters and want to reach out, but my neck is tethered. I have to go into this, the hungry ghost. I experience the longing, the emptiness, and the desire, the heartache and despair. Jesus saying, there are many voices and many opinions. Let them all be as one. You have to figure things out for yourself. Allow in the luster of existence and feel the joy. Let go of anything that is out of alignment with love and truth. Your love and truth, everything else is an illusion. And then January 29th, 23, and I actually wrote the wrong date. I wrote the year before, January 29, 22. My dates were all mixed up, which they've always been my whole life. I've never been good about dates. You're in the process of ascension. Understand that this will be unnerving and disorienting for you as you step out of the third dimension and let all emotions, feelings come up and let them go. Saw smoke and mirrors, step through to a higher plane. I see stars in the sky. I think of the Star of David. I see this evil empire ahead. I'm cringing. I'm disappointed. I wonder, have I ascended? And they said, not yet. What more do I need to do? And they said, cut contracts that are remaining with anyone or with everyone. And I said, well, even my dog, 'cause, I'm the caretaker of my dog right now. And they're like, yep, we have him. And then I say, will I die? And they say, most likely not. So I cut these contracts that day in the Akash. And they say, give it 3 days. And I wonder, like, is it better to stay here? And they say, not necessarily. Lessons will be had both ways. And again, when I say stay, I don't mean like purposely leave Earth. I mean, I don't know what I mean. Like, just the option to be in it, to be in this paradigm that I'm in. And they say lessons will be had both ways. I'm part of a high council. I'm in a circle in the air. I will most likely stay in this, I guess, this paradigm that I'm in. The graves will be dug by those who cannot find their way home. I was experiencing symptoms of ascension then. I had a lot of dizziness, like really crazy dizziness back then. I can't even describe it. I guess it's like what people would describe as vertigo. Um, yeah, it was just really kind of crazy. Many court cases will come up. Justice will prevail. There will be moaning in the street. The gold will be found in the most obscure places. Earthquake, earth rifts. I see myself trying to pull my luggage up to the ethers with my dog on my back. I guess I'm trying to get out of there. The earth rift or earthquake. You will be left with nothing. See sunnier days ahead, bliss, not as far off as you think. I asked my home here. They said a rebuilding. I see stars around my head, warplanes, Air Force One. Biden is being controlled and threatened related to his son. His wife is very angry. She doesn't feel like a bad person. I saw the state of Texas splintered, something with the western part. Asheville feels like it will be torched. I might need to leave. February, question mark, March, question mark. Things will happen very quickly. I see fighting, the abortion issue, police, foundations falling. I need to stay light and limber. It will be exciting for sure, I'm told. Grids will go on and off. Don't take yourself too seriously. Nothing to fear. Things will topple, and anything that lacks order will lose its order. So things will topple and lack their usual order. Marching in of troops, anarchy, some semblance of order, I question mark. Your home is safe for now. The future will hold some unrest. Don't worry, you're protected. Goodbye for now. The next time I wrote was February 2nd, 2023. I see men in black, camouflage. Initially wondered if good, but seemed negative, like they were Dracos, like moving in for the kill towards me, and to not be afraid, just recognize the landscape has changed. All our warfare good, all are out there, like warfare between good and evil, rise above it. I see a wall of flames. I feel when I feel like when I guess I can't read my writing, but something about, I feel when leg two of the third dimensional forces are imaginary and I can rise above them. I guess when I'm really viewing it, it's imaginary and I can rise above it, I guess. I see this dove and I fly free. There is this opening in the sky through the earth path. It is all in your mind. We live there. It is okay. There's nothing else on earth. When you let go of nothingness, when you let go, there's nothingness. Stay true to your mission. Stay in your heart. There are no demons outside of the mind. Wow, there are no demons outside the mind. Then why am I putting my demons on YouTube? I don't know, but I'm, for whatever reason, feel like I'm supposed to be doing this. It truly is a projection. All can be found within. What now? Retain hope. Stay in the heart. The road to Eden. Let it all go. No striving. Follow the impulse of change. You are to move with it. Stay flexible. Things will happen quickly. Am I making this up? You are in the dream now, so go with the dream. You will exit soon. For now, stay in it fully and follow the lanterns. So, all right. I'm guessing I'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for listening and watching if you stayed to the end. Have a good one.